It didn't even give me a chance to put my out on, guys. Well, evening, guys. Happy blessed Thursday evening time here in the Philippines, and welcomes to Storyteller's Corner. Or not even welcomes. Welcome. Welcome to Topsy Tickle Town. Well, that's where we're going now, guys. Topsy Tickle Town. And this is chapter 61. Let's just check that that's right. 61. Yeah, I'm losing count now. We've had so many chapters, guys. This is chapter 61. The shadow that faced the wind. The shadow that faced the wind. So let's read on and see whose shadow faced the wind. The evening after Richard's shadow settled, the meadow felt calm. Calm down, calm down. Too calm in fact. Patricia was adding silver highlights to the oak tree painting when she paused. There, she whispered. Lisa looked up. Geeky stood near the edge of a hill, facing the wind, her hair lifted gently around her shoulders. But her shadow was not behind her. Geeky with the curious eyes, and the girl with a curl in her hair. Geeky stood near the edge of the hill, facing the wind, her curly hair, lifted gently around her shoulders. But her shadow was not behind her. It was in front, and it was walking away. Not quickly, not dramatically, just steadily, as if there was something else, as if there was somewhere else to be. Richard felt it before he saw it. He turned slowly. Geeky hadn't noticed yet. The shadow version of her looked smaller, not weaker, just solitary. It walked ahead of her with hands folded behind its back as though accustomed to travelling alone. Lisa's pencil moved quickly. This one isn't heavy, she murmured. It's distant. Richard approached gently. Geeky, he said softly. She turned towards him, smiling, and that's when she saw it. Her shadow was leaving, not fading, leaving. Oh, she breathed. The meadow's still again. Geeky watched it quietly. That's who I was, she said at last. Before Richard, before choosing to stay, and before choosing to belong. Geeky had always moved lightly through worlds, never anchoring, never settling. She was one who could help others find courage, but she never lingered long enough to need it herself. The shadow walking away was a version of her, the traveller, the unattached heart. Richard stepped closer, but he did not grab her hand. He waited. Do you want to follow it? He asked gently. Geeky shook her head. No. The answer surprised even her. Her eyes stayed on the shadow. Her curious eyes. I thought loving someone would make me smaller, she admitted, or less free. The shadow paused at the edge of a meadow. Wind lifted its outline like a curtain about to close. But I don't feel smaller, Geeky whispered. She turned to Richard. I feel braver. Richard's expression softened in a way she only could see. You are, he said. The shadow flickered, as if listening. Patricia stepped forward carefully. Shadows don't leave unless something inside her still believes they should. Geeky considered that, and then she did something bold. She walked towards her shadow, not to chase it, but to stand in its path. The wind grew stronger, not violent, but insistent. The shadow met her gaze. It wasn't sad, it wasn't angry, it was cautious. You don't have to disappear, Geeky said to it. You were right to protect me. You were right to keep me moving. Richard felt something tighten in his chest, because love, he realised, is not possession. It is an invitation. Geeky continued. I'm not running away any more. The shadow's edge trembled. I choose him, she said. Richard, the ticklish giant. Not loudly, not dramatically, just truthfully. I choose staying, I choose building, I choose love. The meadow seemed to lean closer. Richard stepped forward now, steady and open. I choose you, he says, and there it was, not grand, not showy, but deep, a kind of choosing that grows roots. It grows roots. Batman will know all about roots digging in the garden. So the kind of choosing that grows roots. Gigi and Richard know all about roots. You can ask them yourself. The shadow slowly stepped closer. It did not shrink. It did not vanish. It reached towards her, and instead of blending into her back, it merged at her heart. A warm glow pulsed outwards, not bright like lightning, not explosive, but steady. The wind softened, and when Gigi turned again, her shadow lay gently behind her feet. All, grounded, present, she exhaled, and something inside her settled for the first time in a very long time. Richard reached for her hand. This she took immediately. Her smile was different now, not wandering, but certain. I thought love meant losing part of myself, she said quietly. Richard squeezed her hand. Maybe it means finding where those parts belong. Lisa wiped her eyes discreetly. Patricia painted quickly, capturing not the shadows, but the moment Gigi leaned slightly towards Richard. Just slightly. As if the future had weight. She was happy to carry it with him. In the distance, Sir Stumblepants sobbed into her handkerchief the size of a bedsheet. Captain Wobbleboots pretended he had something in his eye. And the oak trees rustled approval once more. And Topsy Tickletown felt steadier than it ever had. Because love had not made Gigi smaller, it had made her rooted. Rooted. That's what it says in the story, guys. I'm not making up these puns to torment Richard and Gigi. It made her rooted. So that night, Gigi rested her head slightly against Richard's shoulder. I'm not going anywhere, she whispered. Richard smiled into the quiet. Good, he replied. And in the soft glow of the town lights, their shadows lay side by side. Not separate, not struggling, just together. So there we go, guys. Join me for chapter 62 for, what day is it? Friday. Which Friday is the gateway to the weekend. We say yippoo. So join me Friday, guys, for chapter 62, When Two Hearts Kept the Sky. So let's see what two hearts kept the sky. So there we go, guys. I'm sorry about the root jokes in there, but haha, I'm only the author. I'm only the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. There you go, guys. I know, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. That was chapter 61. Chapter 61. The shadows that face the wind. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. And on Saturday, I'm going to introduce a new character into Topsy Tickletown. Her name is Susan, and she's an overseas worker from the Philippines who works in Hong Kong. Which is, I have great admiration for those Filipino workers who work in a different country to sacrifice to send money home to their families. So there we go, guys. So Susan's going to arrive on Saturday night. I'm not sure what she's taking. Cebu Express, Cebu Pacific Airlines, I think it is. We'll see. Anyway, that is Saturday. I'm introducing Susan, a new character, Susan Philippe, her name is. So there you go. Watch out for her on Saturday. But tomorrow we got when two hearts kept the sky. So that's for that. And don't forget, we got we're going back to Portsmouth Harbour in the UK for chapter 17. Chapter 17 in The Quiet Sea, our story of young Davy Toff and Eliza Toff. And now we've got a roaring romance between Captain Elias Crow, and the title of the is chapter 17, and the title is called simply Edith, and that is Davy Toff's mum, Edith. So it's going to be Elias, Grumpy Captain Crow, and his suitor, Edith Toff. Edith Toff. So we're giving her a name. She deserves a name after being in the story so long. Davy's mum is called Edith. So join me for that tomorrow, guys. Let's learn all about. Let's see how old Captain Crow is getting on in this romance. He's very clumsy and awkward, but that's what it's like when you're caught in. It's clumsy and awkward, but you get there in the end. So there we go, guys. Join me for that. Until then, guys, have a very blessed evening. It's 10 minutes, so I've got to stop now. So I'm Chatterbox. Chatterbox is someone who talks too much. So there you go. So I'm quite suited to telling stories, because I do like to talk a lot. There you go, guys. Anyway, guys, God bless us all, and thank you for joining me in Storyteller's Corner for Thursday. Join me again Friday morning, and we'll go to Portsmouth Harbour in the United Kingdom. There you go. Bye bye now.